can be explosive. We're probably going to be seeing a Grasp of the Undying here for Bin, as that's going to be something that you kind of use to survive the early laning phase. But
stands the assignment of this matchup, right? If I wanna stake my claim to the LPL, this is the guy to beat. And Onivia will solo kill Knight.
Great play. Now we're going for a dive on top side. I think this is so fake. We have no damage.
Okay, hops down for Xiaosu. When is he gonna flash? Perfect time there. Bin goes for the slice, and nice Shun takes up turret. Xiaosu's gonna make it a 1-for-1, and Bin take an extra turret shot. He doesn't have flash. Junja is gonna flash at him, roll a boulder on in. The chase down is there. Junja makes it 2. Now they're gonna throw theirs out for now, but JDG, the realm war play, they're looking to overload. The minion waves cut down though, so they're already taking aggro.
Oh my god!
Vampire's gonna cleanse, flash himself away by as much time as he can. Junja will fall to the turret, on flashes himself out to safety. Vampire picks up the kill. Now Knight has showed up. The golden left hand looking to punish JDG's transgressions, and a great scatter of the week should set up Shun for the kill. They're gonna give it over to Vampire. The turret will help it out. Excuse me, Knight grabbing that one, and a good little response there for BL. Fine with this because he will have first access to these grubs as they spawn. So they're up in near side.
They don't have vision. They don't have vision, and Rise is coming. They're gonna dive again on this wave.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Vampire's immediately getting away from the turret. He's going to transcend, dash away from Junja. Arcaroon going to get the slow. Hook from on to throw. Junja over the turret. They knock him out of the dark passage. And here comes Knight once again. There's the death sentence thrown down. Moonlight Vigil going to hit. 2-man stun from Knight. And he's going to find the kill. Gala through all of that. Thanks to the green gun passive. On goes down, but again, BLG, I think they do a pretty good job covering for a dive onto Bilibili Gaming. Have played this full court press style, dominating all lanes, looking for all these dives, and opting to play that same style, but
good.
I mean, the original founders of it are for a reason Bilibili Gaming, is they make that easy kill.
Viper versus Gala. Viper joined EDG in 2021. I might have to hold this as we look for a top lane dive.
Oh, we'll get back to those big-time matchups for sure, because we've got a big bad dive coming across. Junja trying to knock Bin out of his slice and dice. Really well done. He takes up the full turret, does get himself out. Silence come across to Junja as the unleashed power into the stun from the Syndra. Gets Viper the Arc of Ruin kill. BLG, go for a big top lane dive, but everything comes with a cost. All of Vampire. All, because you did such good history going back in
playoffs. Gala beats Viper in the lower finals and goes on to win the entirety of playoffs. They then go on as RNG to win MSI 2021. That summer playoff, Gala and this team lose to an lead over enemy AD carry and is close to finishing his IE. Look at the splash damage.
On. He doesn't need the hook. He's going to flash silence. Gala, he can't get the lantern. Great find for BLG. Gala is caught and sent back packing.
Man, look at the spell book. Punish this guy on repeat. It's exactly what BLG will look for.
And that for On is exactly with that needlessly large rod. Maybe this will be a Shadow Flame instead of that, you know, cosmic drive path we see a lot of Syndras take. Hook wide from On. Shelly out on the Rift. Scatter the weak just to make sure nobody can try and contest this Shelly crack into the turret. And not really much of a plate left here, so more gold to BLG, but most importantly, a lot of this map on the top side wide.
Maybe they try to make a play on Knight before they rotate down to the bottom side. There's no vision here.
Oh, Realm warping in. The Flying Oyster boys going after Knight. And he will have to burn that oh-so-coveted boarding Malphite, not having that ultimate available. Also just too slow off the reset. 2-item Yunara with a Renekton gets rid of that dragon easily.
This team, every single time for the past 3 years when we've looked at this lineup, it has been big wins after big wins, snowballing games time and time again. Now, Knight, no flash.
All right, Unstoppable Force, Vampire Hook. They've locked Knight down. They don't need their damage dealers. Junja pop his Ghost. Key Summoner to get out of the Rise.
Just posturing from both teams. It might look a little strange. Vampire's doing a lot of work. I think Vampire's dead,
Mundo
actually.
Gaming. Shun's just walking down who's ever in front of him. Junja tries to go after Viper and Knight on the backside. Huge stuns. Honkyu trades out Knight, but Viper gets himself out of safety. Xiaosu with the big shield shows up for the TP. Shun with the maximum dosage is not to be trifled with. Good little response there from Junja to save a Mundo walkdown.
Very slow game. So if Mundo can scale, that's awesome. But I just think the ability to make plays like this.
They've caught On. He'll have to sacrifice himself, just throwing down the Blitzcrank ult at the last point. Viper hasn't transcended. Knight's coming on over, and Vampire will make sure nobody gets clipped by a Scatter of the Weak, because at this point for Knight, could mean a very easy kill onto a Squishy with that Shadow Flame completed.
Honkyu is cut off. He's going to have to realm warp into this side of the fight if he wants to go for it. Viper might just take him up on that trade. Might as well stopping him. Bin with a flank.
Bin. Oh, that's a very angry Croc. JDG have no ideas in that pit. Junja, you have a bad surprise coming for you. They're going after
Gala!
Bin gets the stun. Gala is caught and cut down. Honkyu throws himself into the frame, but soon takes away the dragon. JDG are spiraling to find these kills, but they at least get one back onto Vampire. Bin forward onto Xiaosu, has not gone into Mega.
Oh my!
From Vampire gets Knight though, and now all the damage is out of BLG's comp. So it's the front line that has to get it done, and Shun is just gonna casually walk him down in his business casual attire to cut down some of these other kills. Slow after slow, knock up, no hook, but Xiaosu, the turret won't protect him, and he's got a long walk away from Shun, who can eat all the CC he wants. Xiaosu's death warrant has been written, and it's Bin that will finally collect it under the tier 2 turret. It's a delayed ace for Bilibili Gaming.
And the
yeah, it's gonna be Gala that spots it out. They're not disturbed
they can contest.
Here.
Yeah, Xiaoshu has no teleport yet. He's not even alive at this point. He has to still build Meganar. This might just be a one-way trip for Junja.
All right, come on. Make your mark here. Steal your first Baron in the LPL, Junja. Unstoppable force over the wall. He goes in, he steals it right from under BLG. And now Xiaoshu can TP in. He doesn't have Meganar. We knew Junja was getting a one-way trip, even if the Inferno Moonlight Vigil comes down. But what a one-way ticket for Junja.
It breaks your heart. Sometimes it brings you elation, but either way, it is just exciting. Baron here for 3 members. Still,
whoa, on. And now Junja's going to be able to throw himself right into Shun and on.
We're in slow motion here on Huya.
Knock up ever. Shun's walking at Gala. And Gala's just like that. Nobody died, guys.
Thought he was going to get enough experience from killing the ward there. Vampire looks for a hook, but who does he hook in this game? He has to land it onto Knight or onto Viper. Maybe if the passive is off for Shun. Junja's in the pit by himself.
Bin the same brush. He's in the same brush. Is he going to pop Dominus now? Oh my god, JDG, we can't fall for the same thing again, right?
Oh,
where is Bin?
Look at Xiaoshu. Oh, they know!
Oh, there he goes. Bin's going after Gala. It's deja vu. But this time, Gala gets kited back. He has enough stuns. He's safe. Bin goes into the redemption. Junja on the front line. His teleport goes low. Knight looks for the flash play on Gala, but falls flat. And the Gnar ultimate hits onto 2 into the Moonlight Vigil. Down goes Bin. Viper desperately trying to kite back as the front lines are starting to crumble. And Shun goes down next. BLG tried the same exact dragon play, and this time it doesn't work out. JDG fight win, Ocean Soul point.
Wow, and even with a biffed start of that fight, JDG still come out the victors in that one. I mean, I thought Bin was going to find the stun again, but yeah, Viper's not getting in. Knight tries to flash to find something, gets nothing.
Oh no.
And now,
no, not
Viper gets caught.
Picked off.
I can't wait to see if BLG win this game, can't wait to see the Sheep Esports headline. Viper with an incredible 3-3-3 performance on Yunara. Tower goes down and BLG, they're starting to lose
off
this
of
one.
Viper and still get that kill. That is monumental.
It is the mid-jungle. A lot of players that I thought this duo were not exactly performing to expectation, but in this game with the Rise and the Malphite, Junja and Honkyu are in perfect sync here in this game.
Xiaosu, I mean, this Syndra hits like a truck on anybody. On's going to hook a minion, and then Vampire gets a hook onto him. Junja, I don't know what that unstoppable force was, but it's not going to cost him. Scout of the week onto 2. My god, it chunks Honkyu down to half. Vampire's down to half. Knight is hitting like a freight train, and JDG are scattered to the wind, backing away from BLG's tier 2 turrets. How far do Bilibili Gaming want to chase this, though? Shun is that Mundo. He's just going to heal up. He has no fear when he has the maximum dosage. Oh, another hook goes wide. Honkyu gets away from it. Dark Passage get Gala out. Vampire going to pop the spell shield from Shun with the Dark Passage. He's down to about half HP. But BLG are content. Yep.
This is just Baron here. Like, JDG do not have timers to recall. Xiaoshu is going to have to TP back into this fight, but he will not have Meganar here.
Realm Warp, it's fake. Nobody's coming in. Junja has unstoppable force again. He's already stolen 1 Baron. Is he going to go for it again? No, this time, Knight gets the stun down. Junja still wants to look for unstoppable force, but you can't hold any of these frontline members. He has to find Vampire. He has to find Knight. Shun pops back some doses. Straight hook from On. He's dead. Tower deletes Junja. Knight looking for the turn alongside Viper who's transcended. Xiaosu trying to stack up the Meganar bar as Bin gets very, very low. Nice full range Dark Death Sentence from Vampire. Bin goes down. BLG trade jungle for top laner, but a purple banner onto 4.
Great vision denial from BLG. Pushing mid, but it's equalizing now. They're pushing on this bottom lane wave, but all this does is get minions onto the other side of the map.
Very valuable time clearing out bot river vision, because Shun went far up mid lane. Should be able to get, oh, I don't know if he's going to get his CC shield back. He's wary of going for it. Shun is susceptible to crowd control. It's a big first step to get rid of this Mundo. Shun, though, level 16, max indulgence, high health bars. He wants a 50-50. Gala has to flash away from an on-hook. That's a huge summoner to get down. Junja already stolen a Baron, and this time it's Knight to secure the Ocean Drake. No Ocean Soul. Bin goes after Gala. This time, can he find that kill? No. GA gets popped, but Honkyu's getting turned on here. BLG looking for the chase down. Unleashed power. Gets him down to half. Shun over the wall. Just gonna walk him down. Business. Business suit, but oh man, the Realm Warp gets Honky out.
One-way trip to try to find Gala. And then this escape is just magic on the, oh my god, On's dead.
On's dead, and Knight nearly goes down as well. On's gonna flash, hold on, Blast Cone. Oh, the death sentence doesn't find its grip.
Either these teams have great Baron turn damage. Now, JDG are allowed to sneak this. They do have Realm Warp, so if somehow, some way they just find a pick or someone moves too forward,
On! Scour of the Week though clips Gala on the back end. He does have to burn that QSS, but On is dead. Picked off. Nice find for Junja. Man advantage for JDG, and they're turning their sights towards the Baron. They have a neat little window where they can burn this down before Dragon comes up.
And they can Realm Warp out, and Junja's, look at his ultimate! It's already halfway back up, he just used it!
That's
and
disgusting.
there's still a McHale's there's still a McHale's here from Viper, or Vampire, sorry, onto Gala. Can Bin sneak in?
Is he gonna walk in and steal it? You get Junja back, death sentence down the box, maximum dosage. Shun is trying to heal through all of Gala's damage. He's doing a good job.
Look at Bin
off to the backside flank, but Honku picks off Viper all the way halfway across the screen. Knight is gonna find the trade kill into Honku. Ensemble Force falls flat. Knight is definitely trying to kite back as Shun's health bar is unwavering. Gala is chasing him around, but Xiaosu clips down Knight, and finally Gala gets through the Mundo. JDG ace, JDG game 1 win.
Oh, they're trying to use the bot lane wave. This is a good ultimate from On, but it's just not enough. Just having so many cleanses available to them. JDG completely outplaying that team fight. Honku getting right into the back line. That's just it. Death timers are way too long. You called it right there, Slayer. JDG are going to open this up with first blood in the series.
We talk about BLG starting one of their most dominant runs in the LPL in years. They've only dropped 2 games coming into this matchup. Well, they've nearly doubled that count thanks to the new look JD Gaming. First edge goes their way in our series.
Look, Tabe is just trying to get some revenge on some older clubs here.